Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I'm continuing to work on my Junk Journal January 2025 journal, and the challenge is hosted by Meg Journals. And yesterday we worked on the prompt hidden, which I made a hidden journaling spot behind this little ephemera piece. And today's prompt is trim, which is right up my alley. I love working with laces and trim. So that's what that's what I see as for this prompt, is like working with like laces or trims that look like this kind of. Trim could also be just trimming paper. I mean, so there could be a lot of definitions for trim for today's challenge, but I'm going to go with this type of trim. And I think I'm going to do the back of this envelope and this paper, this side, which is the next page in my journal. And I'm also going to do, because I did throw in a hidden like journaling card in here inside this envelope. So I think I'm going to just put like a little strip of paper on the side here so that you can see something through the window. And I'll just leave the rest of it for journaling on. So I'm going to take out these two pages and, well, I kind of need everything, I guess, to work. The journal's slowly starting to come together here. So when I was going through my scraps, I did find this one from a Prima paper pad that I just thought would work nicely for here. I might have to trim it a little bit, but I think that'll fit so that you can see something in the envelope. And so I'm going to start there and then just kind of see. And then I pulled out, I have this little container of those trims, and then I pulled out some matching like papers from my stash of scraps to fit in with this one. So hopefully everybody's doing well. It's kind of cold here in Minnesota, but that's pretty normal for this time of year. So of course I like to stay inside as much as I can this time of year. So for those of you that are playing along with the challenge, you'll have to tell me how it's going for you, if you think, if you like it so far, or if you've done the challenge before, if this is your first time. This is my first time. I kind of watched some of the videos last year during January when a lot of the ladies did it, and I thought, oh, if she hosted it again next year, maybe I would participate. I know she did it in July too, but for me, July is such a busy month. That's kind of our busy time for work, is kind of June, July, and part of August, and then it's all paperwork after that usually. So and this year I'm not quite sure if she does it again in July. I don't know if I'll be able to participate. It'll just kind of depend upon work. Again, I kind of help my husband. He's an environmental consultant for different projects. You know, he's independent, so he gets hired on by a lot of different people. And there might be one place that he's worked for before that's expanding, and, you know, we'll need land evaluated and wildlife surveys and different things like that done. So if that happens to go through, we'll probably be busy, because usually it's a 2 or 3 year project for that. So we'll just have to wait and see. So I think, like I said, I think that's all I want to do for the journal card. And then I also did stamp this like number 10 on a tab. I don't know if I'm going to put that on this journal card or not, or if I'll just stamp the number 10 somewhere else on the layout. Hopefully this fits. I didn't even, you know, had it in there from yesterday, so it should fit. Oh, just catching on something here. Well, that looks kind of nice behind there. You know, maybe I can outline it with some trim or something. So let's see. Because if I did put this like on the journaling card, or maybe I could just put it at the top of the page. What does that look like? I might do that, just put it at the top of the page when I'm done. All right, so I gotta decide on trims, and I just pulled out a couple different ones from my stash sitting here. And you know, I was kind of looking ahead. I was thinking I might want some sort of trim down this edge when I was done, and then I want some sort of trim over here for sure. And I'm kind of liking this one. Or I like this trim also that I have in my stash. I've been hoarding this one for a while. You know, that's kind of pretty there. You know, and then I suppose I could maybe put this one here or this one and then use a small piece of it on the layout over there. So I'll kind of keep these two in mind. And then this one matches kind of nicely too. So I'll hold those onto those two just to see. And I think I just want to tear up paper. I'm just going to go through my little pile here and pull out a couple to maybe play around or center with or do something with on here. She's kind of pretty. Wonder if she fits. Because maybe I could add her on, you know, behind here and then do it like a flip up. And then I would have a journaling spot underneath and on the back if I added some coffee dyed paper. You know, that trim goes nicely with her. All right, so let's just start ripping up some papers and playing here. Just gonna rough up the edges on this one. And I think the rest of it will go easier. I just wanted to lay down something next to the window on this side. And again, this little piece here has a little bit of a hint of a tulip on it. And since, you know, again, my cover of my journal had a tulip on it, I've been trying, if I see tulips on any of the papers, I've been trying to incorporate those into this project, I guess. So we'll maybe put that one down here. right, for this side of the page, I think I kind of like this layout, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. I'm just going to put this little bit of trim right here, and then I also picked out this trim for the bottom. And I'm going to put a little bit of it, glue it down so that all you see is just this bottom part hanging out. And then I'll go ahead and decorate the other side of the page. So I'll be back after I glue everything down. So as I was laying down paper on this side, I did change the layout just a little bit with some of the other papers that I had in my stash. I did decide I wanted to add a paper that maybe had a little journaling spot, so I went ahead and did that. I also had this little piece that had the tulip on it again. It's kind of a reoccurring theme for me in this journal. I've had a few tulips throughout the pages, so I went ahead and added that. And then I did a little bit of trim here, here, here. And I stuck that little piece at the bottom. And so now I'm going to go ahead and lay out this side. And I've kind of already ripped some of the pages down. And so I was thinking just to kind of coordinate with over here, I was going to put down some of the same papers just to coordinate and carry out the theme. I know this is always so much fun for me with, using up leftover papers that I've had from other projects. It's fun to kind of try to make things match from different paper pads. And like this pink one right here is a Hobby Lobby paper pad, and some of these pieces over here are from a Prima paper pad, and the script writing comes from a digital that I had purchased. So it's just kind of fun to use up bits and pieces. And then I thought this one I could just lay down somewhere, just maybe on here, because I was going to end up covering it mostly with this image in the middle, so it doesn't really I can maybe just go like that, I guess. Alright, so that'll work. And I'm going to leave this spot blank right here because I think it's good to have a, another little journaling spot if I want to go back and journal. Because I'll probably be keeping this journal for myself. Just kind of fun to keep it. And since I had those pictures earlier of my grandma in here, this journal will end up being mine. Alright. And I am going to put that one trim on the outside of this one too. So let's finish this. So I did find this Prima scrap. It was a journaling card from a Prima paper. And I thought that would work good to put under here. And then again, I talked about making this into, I think I'm going to do a flip up, for a spot to journal. So I can go ahead and glue this one down. But I'm thinking maybe I will put this little bit of the same lace underneath this one that I used on the bottom over here. And I thought about taking it to the sewing machine, but I'm just a little short on time today. So just working with what I have here. And then so this I want to do the flip up, and I'm trying to decide if I just fold it at the top and I think I'm going to do that. So let me just use that as the flip. I could have used some sort of washi or trim for that too. That would have worked. And I'll still have the back side if I want to add another piece of paper back here that it would flip up and I could journal on that side too. So there's a little bit more spots to add to it if I want. Alright, so let's flip that down. And what else can I add? Maybe I should put let's put a little bit of trim at the bottom of this picture too, to kind of coordinate with over there. So we'll add more of this little flower trim. And I also had this number 10 that I needed to stamp or put in here somewhere. So do I want to put it up here? So I'm going to add this trim. I didn't really think this one through when I glued it down. I think I might just attach it to the top. Just to the top of the page. All right, so let's cut this so I can add this. There's kind of some pretty little trim. That's really pretty. I like that one. All right, I'll hold it up so you guys can check it out. So again, that was trim for today. It was the prompt, and I just have a little bit of trim kind of all over. I think that's really cute. I think that'll still work, yeah, once it's sewed in. So yeah, I have trim here. There's a couple pieces on here, right here, and then also showing right here, and then of course the bottom right here. So I do like that, and I'll put this back in the journal, and then I think this will be my first signature, because I think this one's going to be kind of, it's already kind of fat. So then I'll go ahead and start a second signature, but I'll finish with what's left on these pages here. So what do I have left? I have magazine and overlap. So and opaque are the next couple of ones. So I should be able to finish those couple on here. That should work. So there is my finished layout for today. I really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to doing the next couple of prompts with you. So hopefully I will see you back again tomorrow for the prompt magazine. So until then, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.